Oh, hi guys and girls, Amber again. Welcome back to the spare room. Hear the kids on the trail bikes out there. Might have to talk over that and forgive us. This is part 5, I think. The metal spinning attachment build, it's coming along nice. Actually spent the money on a decent countersinking tool and countersunk these, and I gave these a clean up too, so they look a lot nicer. I've countersunk these here in this piece for a bolt. In a minute we're going to make a pin which has got a shoulder on it to go in there, a round end, and a tapped M8 hole in the end to do it up tight. So that's a job for today. I've got it with a shaper and put a flat side on this piece of 16mm steel. That's one of the handles, and I'm going to weld that on there, I think, like that. Probably I'll get a nice fillet round there, I hope. If we have a look, it's not quite down to the middle. And the reason for that is if you go too thin on this side, I think it's going to bend. It's still got plenty of meat in it, and it's still got a flat on it that's pretty reasonable size, so we might even do this first and weld it up and just braze it on there. Make sure we get him on the right side, which is that side. So we'll set up some oxy here and might braze that up. So we've set this up in the hearth nice. I think this is going to be alright. I've just used a prop under this end here if we have a look. Hold this all in position. Everything seems to be nice and square and level. I'm just going to tack this and then run a fillet around it and turn it over and run a bit round the bottom. Anyway, that's on there and it's pretty secure. We'll see how it cleans up. In the middle of all that I run out of MAP gas and plenty of oxygen, and I was aware that if I run out of oxygen I'd have to get some more, so I got some more just in case, and a new bottle, but I ran out of MAP gas, which is the first time since I bought this set. Anyway, I had another bottle there and we've got going again. And that should be pretty secure, I think. I'm pretty happy with that from what I can see at the moment. I'm going to let it cool down and we'll give it a clean up. And we'll see just how it looks. But it's certainly, it's stuck on there, and I think it's stuck on there pretty good. But a bit of a file up and a clean up, and we'll see how good. So I might let that cool for a bit. Anyway, that's what we ended up with. It could probably even do with a bit more with the file up. It's nice and solid though. I don't think that's going to come off anytime soon. Got filthy dirty cleaning that up. I've cut two pieces of steel here for the two pins. They're both different lengths. This one goes through here and sticks out this end. It sits down in this block. It can only be 15mm long so that it sits in the middle hole. Like that. It sort of looks like this. I've drawn this up. You can see my toner. My laser printer is pretty much dead, but it'll do for a bit. It's just a pretty basic pin with an M8 hole in it, and this goes through the plate with a screw in it. So got the two bits of steel there. Time to get in and make them, I guess. So I've chucked this bit of stuff up and I'm just going to put a step on it as per the drawing. It's about 8 mil. I think 7 mil is probably a good sort of a guess. And down to fit the hole in the piece of flap. Still nowhere near close enough yet. It says we're under 11 millimeters. Must be really close. Actually, this will be, I hope, the last project I actually make with the camera on a tripod here behind me. It's a bit of a nuisance. I don't know anyone who's ever, if anyone's ever worked like this will know that. But as far as camera gantry goes, watch this spot because I've got something that's going to be pretty amazing, I think, when we're done. I must have. That's a pretty good fit there. I must have drilled these 10.5, but anyway. Sort of fraction long, I think. It looks like if we drill the hole deep enough and tap it deep enough, that's going to go in there. Don't try this at home, folks. Where reverse on this machine would be fantastic. I don't yet have it. It's on the list of things that I would like to do and haven't yet. Power tapping is one of the advantages of having a machine that's just a fraction underpowered. So we slip him out. That's better. Might just put a rough round. Take the burr off there. And we need to check in for length in here. This needs to go in so that it's flush. So still another 3mm. Hopefully, looks like our hole's not going to break through. And we're still about 1mm proud there, so we might go a bit further. That fits down just under flush, which is really nice. Gives a little bit of room, little bit of room there. Not convinced that this will screw all the way down. It looks like it does, so glad about that. I only used a taper tap or an intermediate tap. I never had a plug tap, so that looks like that's the job. Turn him round and put a nice radius on this end. And I might make the longer one off camera and we'll have a look and see how they fit. So there's one in place, the short one, and we've got a longer one which actually goes in from this end, and it's got a bolt as well. I'm probably going to take these apart at some point and put a bit of Loctite on them. Can hear the rain there now, so hopefully we get a little bit. So there we go. Try and move this camera back. I've about reached the end of my tether with it actually. Stupid tripod. But that's what the lever looks like. It's got a pin on that side and a pin on that side and a handle. This pin will sit in here nicely. And this of course will go in the casting when it's cast, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get up and do that. It might be towards the end of the project that this actually gets finished, this part. At the moment it's too hot and I'm working too many hours to get up early on Sunday morning and go up there and do it. So no excuses, except I'm lazy really. So that goes on there, and there'll be another piece that goes on this pin here. This will have a handle on it too, and some sort of a mechanism to touch on the metal on this end. We're still thinking about that, but they're nicely under flush. Look there, that clears nicely in each position. It's looking pretty good. So that's that handle finished. Thanks for watching, guys and girls, and don't forget to subscribe and click the like button, all that sort of stuff. And be kind to each other. If making tools isn't your thing, check out some of my steam engine videos. Mr. Pete says be sure and watch. Keith Venner says get her done. So there we go.